Let me take you back to the early 1990s. Before social media. Before broadband. Before Steam. Back when games came on floppy disks and copy protection meant decoding symbols from a tiny manual or cracking encrypted files. I was a teenager then. A shy, nerdy kid with a close-knit friendship with another guy from my class. We were among the rare breed PC gamers. And back then, gaming wasn't cheap. We didn't have money to throw around, so we'd save up for weeks just to get a single game, usually imported from abroad. The Settlers, Doom 2, Monkey Island. You name it, we treasured it. We shared everything, original copies, protective sleeves, even our precious floppy disks. It was a sacred trust. Until he showed up. A new student transferred into our class. Let's call him Eric. At first, he seemed okay, friendly, confident. He told us his uncle had a massive library of games. Stuff we hadn't even heard of. That was huge, like someone showing up today with early access to unreleased AAA titles. Naturally, we offered to trade. We'd give him original games. And in return, he'd copy his library for us. It felt like a win-win. Until it wasn't. The first red flag. Corrupted disks. Then came missing manuals. Broken files, no copy protection sheets, things you couldn't just download back then. Week after week, month after month. Not a single game he gave us worked. Meanwhile, he had our full collection. The Settlers. Gone. Doom 2. Scratched. Monkey Island. Returned with soda stains and a broken box. We confronted him, and he just smirked, shrugged, acted like it was our fault. I still remember how my chest tightened with frustration. My throat burned with words I didn't say. We were nothing to him. And that's when the real punch came. He started mocking me for being a Queen fan. Now, I've always loved Queen. Freddie Mercury's voice, iconic. His stage presence, unmatched. But in Eric's world, that made me weird. Or worse. Why do you like that gay guy? He'd sneer. Is there something you want to tell us? He'd say it loud enough to get laughs from the back row. Coming from a deeply conservative Catholic family, he thought gay was the ultimate insult. You'd think the teachers would step in. They didn't. So not only had he stolen our games, ruined our collection, and lied to our faces, now he was bullying me for liking an artist I admired. I wanted to scream, to punch a wall. Instead, we plotted. A few weeks later, our entire class was scheduled to attend an AIDS awareness event. This was the early 90s, still fresh after Freddie Mercury's passing, and public education on AIDS and safe sex was just starting to spread. We sat through lectures, saw presentations, and at the end, they handed out flyers. And condoms? Yes. Actual condoms, complete with the AIDS Foundation logo. That's when it hit me and my friend, the perfect revenge. What if Eric's conservative parents thought he had secretly written to the AIDS Foundation asking for help? What if they believed he was gay? The very thing he constantly used to insult others. We didn't need fists. We had fear. Luckily, I had one thing most kids didn't in the 90s. A home printer. We sat down that night, giddy, and shaking with adrenaline, and created a fake letter. We copied the foundation's logo, formatting, and tone word for word. Dear Eric, thank you for your letter. We understand it's difficult being open about your sexuality and that you have many questions after attending our event with your school. Please find enclosed educational materials and condoms. We hope this helps you stay safe. With support, the AIDS Foundation, we folded the letter neatly, inserted the flyers, added the condoms, and addressed it to Mr. Eric's last name, ensuring his father would open it first. We mailed it, and we waited. 3 days later, Eric didn't come to school. When he returned, his eyes were red, his posture sunken, whispers spread. We casually asked how his weekend went. Nothing. My parents are being weird, he muttered. But later, we heard the truth from someone on his street. His mom had screamed, cried. His dad was furious, accused him of hiding things. They'd grounded him, took his computer, confiscated his disks. It worked. It actually worked. The thief, the bully, the smug little liar was unraveling. And the best part? He genuinely thought the letter was real. Eventually, Eric began to suspect us. He noticed how interested we were in his situation, how we asked questions that were too specific. One day, he cornered us. You guys did this, didn't you? He hissed. I could have denied it, but I didn't. Single quotes. We told him the truth every step of it. From the letter to the condoms, he stood there, jaw clenched, fists shaking, and the cherry on top. He told the principal. We got called in. Parents present. US him. Two chairs facing the desk like courtroom defendants. The principal read the letter aloud, every word echoing through the office. Our parents were horrified. His parents were livid. But when we explained why we did it, the stolen games, the broken trust, the constant mockery, the room grew very quiet. Was it wrong? Sure. But in that moment, it felt right. Even the principal didn't know how to punish. US. He gave us detention. But we walked out with our heads held high. And Eric, he never messed with us again. That moment when he realized we had played him, outsmarted him, humiliated him, and flipped his hate back on him, it was priceless. He spent weeks grounded, living under suspicion. His perfect little world shattered. And it didn't cost us a dime. Just a printer, some condoms, and a desire for justice. Looking back, was it harsh? Maybe. But when people mock others for who they are, when they steal, lie, and punch down, sometimes the best revenge is making them live with a mirror of their own cruelty. And even 30 years later, it's still the most satisfying revenge I've ever pulled off.